If airplane wings are what create lift and keep the plane in the air, why do pilots obsess over the angle of the nose like their life depends on it? Stay with this, because it gets uncomfortable fast. They teach you that wings generate lift through air pressure differences. Air moves faster over the curved top. Slower underneath, the plane rises. Clean, simple, done. But here's what that explanation skips. If the wings are doing all the work, the nose angle shouldn't matter at all. Point it anywhere. The wings will figure it out. Except every pilot alive knows that's completely false. Pitch too high. The wings stall and the plane drops like a rock. Pitch too low. The aircraft dives. The nose attitude controls everything, which means something else is happening that the textbook version quietly leaves out. So yeah, here's the real question. What is it about the curve of the wing and the angle of the nose that makes such a massive difference? Why does the attitude of the aircraft override what seems like basic physics? And honestly, why do pilots trust their gut more than the diagrams in the manual? It's not just about the numbers or the formulas. It's about something deeper, something you feel in your bones when you're up there. Let's dig into why that matters and what it tells us about how flight really works. And now, here's the part that lands differently. Commercial pilots on long-haul routes are trained to continuously adjust the nose downward to, quote, follow the curvature of the Earth. But not one of those pilots has ever actually felt that adjustment happen automatically. It gets manually programmed into the autopilot by humans. If gravity naturally pulls the plane along a curved surface, why does it need to be manually entered into a computer? On a flat, stationary plane, none of this needs explaining away. The aircraft flies level. The horizon stays level. Nose attitude matters because the plane is managing real air pressure on a real flat surface, not constantly correcting for a curve that pilots can't feel, measure, or verify independently. A flat plane model matches what pilots actually experience in the cockpit, not what they're told to believe. Now let's talk about gyroscopes and how they fit into all this. For ages, pilots have relied on gyroscopes to keep their bearings straight. These instruments depend on the idea of a fixed, unchanging reference. And yeah, that reference is always flat and level, not curved. If the Earth was curving beneath a plane, you'd think these gyros would show it, right? But well, they just don't. Instead, pilots see what feels like a flat, steady horizon every single time. Gyroscopes inside aircraft, before digital systems, would drift over long flights in ways that didn't match globe curvature predictions. Engineers called it gyroscopic precession. They built in corrections, manual corrections, for a curve nobody physically detected. That's not science confirming the globe, that's science patching a model that doesn't quite fit.